Good afternoon. Well, the first thing I would like to say is welcome back to school, and I hope that you are excited about the next school year because I surely am. We're going to start out by talking about data and what does it say about our school and how can it help us have an effective school year. So we're going to use this data because we're going to make informed decisions. We'll look at data to locate areas of strengths and areas needing improvement. And this will just be the beginning of using data this school year. This is going to be an ongoing theme. It's going to be a way of life for us. And this will be the starting point. So we'll begin by looking at reading high-stake tests. And in 2012, you're going to see a trend that we're going to see in many of these slides, and that is that we outperform the district by a good bit, and that we actually outperform the state in many cases. And this is one example of that, scoring 97.9% in reading in 2012. And we see something here that we'll rarely see, but we did not outperform the state this time, but still a consistent score of 95% of our students showing mastery. But we did bounce back the following year with 98% of our students meeting or exceeding the standard in reading, outperforming the state and the district again. In ELA, you will see this trend continues and then bouncing right back in 2014. Now, let's take a look at the GMAS data that we collected last school year. Well, as you see, this trend continues. We did outperform the state, we did outperform the district, but again, this first time he's saying it, these are not where I think we want them to be. But this was our first time taking this assessment. So I think that as this continues and as we pull more data and we actually see what these numbers mean, it will help us to take more meaning from this assessment and what it means. But we do know that 41.9% proficient and above does show, even though it's higher than the state average and the district average, that there is a lot of room for improvement. So, taking advantages of these strengths that we have in reading and language arts, what is it that we can do in our classes that can use this strength? Because it's something that you may not have to teach some of the basics in your class. So it gives you an opportunity to use reading, to use writing in your class, and for you to rely on this skill. And it's something that, even if you're not a language arts teacher, is something that you may not have to teach them, but you can just incorporate it quickly. Let's take a look at math. So math, the trend continues, outperforming the state and the district. 77.3%, which actually is not so bad. And Roberts, here again in 2013, fell, but again, we bounced right back in 2014. And here are the GMAS math scores. So again, we have room for improvement with only 23% of our students proficient and above in mathematics. Now, this is not something that we're going to put on our math teachers as far as a burden and something that they are going to solve this problem alone. Math is everywhere. So I want for you to think about what are the math skills that are reflected in your curriculum, and where does your curriculum and the math curriculum naturally intersect. This is going to be something that we are going to attack as a school, working with the math teachers and in our content to make our students better in mathematics. So I will end with this. Right now, all of us need to take ownership of our own data, and we need to think of what is going to be the one thing that I'm going to focus on this school year. So what I want for you to do is after the meeting, I'm going to give you an opportunity. I'm going to give each teacher an opportunity to go back to your room to look at your specific data and look at the different domains. And I want you to go through and I want you to see where is going to be one area that you can focus on this school year where our students show a need. That is going to be your one thing. And we will discuss that the next time we come together. Thank you and have a great day.